minus 1, 1 1 2, that is the A transpose we find in the previous slide. This is the A transpose, and that is the column coefficient matrix, nothing but 7 0 minus 1 7, and the resultant of these two product, that is the 14 into minus 7. The student can easily verify that 1 into 7, that is 7, minus 1 into 0, that is 0, minus 1 into 7, minus 1 into minus 7, that is 7. 7 plus 7 is 14, and this minus 7 is come from 1 into 7, that is 7, plus 0 into 1, that is 0, into 2 into minus 7, that is minus 7, minus 14. So 7 minus 14, that is minus 7, and the normal equation A transpose Ax is equals to A transpose B. Why we use this equation? Because in the previous slide, just we see, we use this theorem. We want to find the least square solution of this theorem Ax is equals to B, system Ax is equals to B. For that, if we want to find this solution X for the system, we only find this solution A transpose A X is equals to N transpose B, and we get the solution of the required system. For that, we use the normal equation A transpose A X is equals to A transpose B, and we already find A transpose A in the previous slide. A transpose A, which is the 3 minus 2 minus 2 6, that is here, and the X, that is x1 into x2, that is the column vector. And I again repeat, why we choose only two variable, because we have only two column here, is equals to, and that side A transpose B, and that is we already find 14 minus 7, and converted this matrix matrix form into the augmented matrix form, that is the 3 minus 2 minus 2 6 into combined matrix with 14 and minus 7. In my first lecture, I give you a trick to how to find the augmented matrix to the matrix form. The augmented matrix is the combined matrix of the coefficient matrix and the constant matrix, that is the 3 minus 2 minus 2 6, and the 14 and minus 7, that is the constant matrix. Now write the augmented matrix, that is the 3 minus 2 minus 2 6, and the constant matrix 14 minus 7, that is the augmented matrix. Now we want to find the solution of the system. For that, we reducing this augmented matrix into the row echelon form. For that, converting row echelon form, for that we have to convert this matrix into the row echelon form. For that, we have to in this position in 1. For that, we interchange R1, we doing operation R1 R2, that is the interchange sign of the row R1 and R2. After interchanging the row R1 and R2, the minus 2 6 3 minus 2 and the minus 7 goes to the first row, that is the minus 7, and the first row come to the second row, that is 14, and again we still have here minus 2, but for the row echelon form we still we have here 1. For that, doing this operation R1 minus 1 half means divided minus 2 to the first row, and for that we doing this operation R1 minus 1 half and after this operation the matrix first row -2 by -2 that is 1, and 6 by -2 that is -3, and the -7 by -2 that is nothing but 7 by 2, and the second row is as it is 3 -2 14. Student, I again repeat here, student have to notice that here we converted this matrix, augmented matrix, into the row echelon form. That's why we doing this entry into the leading one. And also we student notice that below the in the row echelon form, below entry of the leading one must be 0, but we have the still the below entry of leading one is 3. For converting this entry to 0, this to take this operation R12 minus 3, that is the 1 minus 3 0, that is come from R12 minus 3 means multiply first row with -3 and add to the second row. After doing this operation, multiply this 1 into the -3 and the value is -3, and add to the 3 and the resultant value is 0, and again see that multiply this -3 into the -3 and resultant value is 9, and add to the this -2, the resultant value is 7, and here 7 by 2, and multiply this 7 by 2 into the 3, and the resultant value is 27 by 2, and add to the value 14, the value is resultant value is 7 by 2. So here student can easily verify that how we converted this entry 0, because we convert the augmented matrix into the row echelon form, and the row echelon form is the here leading one, and the below entry of leading one is must be 0. For that we doing this operation, and now we notice that here this matrix is in a row echelon form. Now after converting this row echelon form, again write this row echelon form augmented matrix into the equation form, and the equation form is x1 minus 3x2 is equals to 7 by 2. Coefficient of this 1 into x1 minus 3 into x2 is equals to here constant value 7 by 2, and here 0 into x1, that is 0. So here we don't write coefficient x1. Now multiply this 7 into x2 is equals to constant value 7 by 2. Student, also notice that how we write this equation into the matrix form. This equation and this the matrix form that equation, and similarly we write this matrix into the equation form. Now using back substitution, what is the back substitution? Back substitution is the by solving this second equation we get the value of x2, and put this x2 value into the first equation, and we get the value of x1, and this procedure is called the back substitution. Using this procedure we find the value of x1 and x2. x1 is 5 and x2 is 1/2, and this x1 and x2, that is the least square solution. We get the least square solution. Now we also have to find the orthogonal projection of B on the column space of A, which is the given by Ax is equals to, if we want to find the orthogonal projection of B on the column space of A, which is the given by the equation Ax, which is the 1 1 minus 1 1 minus 1 2 5 1 half is equals to 11 by 2 minus 9 by 2, that is the and minus 4, that is the resultant matrix of these two product. And how the 11 by 2 occur? Because of multiply this 5 into 1, that is 5, plus multiply this 1 half into 1, 5 plus 1 half, that is nothing but 11 by 2, and minus 1 into 5, that is minus 5, plus multiply this 1 into 1 half plus minus 5, that is nothing but minus 9 by 2, and multiply minus 9 into 5, that is minus 5, plus 2 into 1 half, that is the 1. So minus 5 plus 1, that is the nothing but minus 4. So student can easily verify that. If we want to find the orthogonal projection of B on the column space of A, we just find only X, A into X, and the resultant column matrix is nothing but the orthogonal projection of B on the column space of A. So here student can easily see that how we seen the find the least square solution of the inconsistent system, non-homogeneous inconsistent system. So I again repeat this example because many students not get exactly idea of this example. Here example to find the least square solution of the system. The given system is this: x1 plus x2 is equals to 7, minus x1 plus x2 is 0, and minus x1 plus 2x2 is minus 7. And find also the orthogonal projection of B on the column space of A. I again repeat, the least square solution is comes from this theorem. For this least square solution, find for this system of equation, we only solve this system normal system of equation. For that we converted this matrix into the augmented matrix, and augmented matrix converted into the row echelon form, and row echelon form this is the row echelon form, and again write this row echelon form into the equation form, and using back substitution find the value x1 is equals to 5 and x2 is equals to 1 half, and the orthogonal projection of B on the column space of A is given by the Ax, means multiply the A, that is the original coefficient matrix, and the X, that is the least square solution x1 x2, which is the resultant equation solution 11 by 2 minus 9 by 2 is equals to minus 4. So this is the orthogonal projection of B on the column space of A, and this value x1 x2 is which is the least square solution of the system X is equals to B. So we seen in this today's lecture how the orthogonal complements define and find the its example, and how the least square solution can be determined easily. Thank you.